Good morning. Here we are, slightly moist outside today, raining a little bit. So I've been underneath the car now doing a couple of jobs, just odd jobs underneath the car. So I put a new pair of mud flaps on. So I didn't buy obviously the Land Rover ones or the Range Rover ones. I bought a gym mat from a local hardware store and I cut that up, which was like 30 bucks for the whole sheet. Whereas getting a smaller one, a smaller sheet of like conveyor rubber was like double the cost. So I thought this will do quite nicely, robust enough, so a bit floppy, but hey, it's a mud flap and that'll do. Also been underneath doing, so I rejointed the cover, this cover here. So I rejointed that, changed the oil. 15/16 that is, that plug there is 15/16. This is shifter size, and they put a vent between the transfer case and the gearbox. To what advantage I'm not sure, but that's what they've done. So that's also shifter size, which has been modified to suit. And then here's the drain plug, so the drain plug's been taken out. So yeah, rejointed all this, so hopefully it'll have a few less oil leaks. We shall see what there is to see. I think that's about it for underneath here now. So yeah, I'll drop it back on the floor now and I'll continue putting the carpets in, which is proving interesting. So yeah, I'll drop the car down and we'll carry on inside. Okay, car's on the floor. Now so I took this panel out here, which you would have seen at the beginning of the video. So I took that out because this carpet was underneath this, only by a half width. So this panel here holds this one in place. So the way that I've stripped the carpets out is the way I'm now putting them back in again. So these two, the wheel arch ones, they came out first. And then this one came out, but I don't think it matters which way around you do these two. But anyway, so there's a bit of edge here, and then the two holes here for where the seat bolts down. You've got to take the rear seat out to do this carpet. You don't have to take the front seats out, but I have taken this one out because I was working on the inside underneath the dashboard. I put some sound deadening on here. What good it'll do, not sure, but it's hopefully make it a little bit quieter if it needs to be. As you'll see, it's quite a cavernous space in the back here now. So the next part now is to put this carpet in, the one that goes in this area here. So I've got all the wheel arches are done. I've done the repair over there, which you would have seen earlier on the video, and I took this is the rubber mat from behind the front seats, so I took that out. I've hydroblasted it, I've used whatever I can to clean it, so it's as clean as it gets. Oh, well, I remember these two guards that are here and on the other side have to come up for this and the carpet, because the carpet goes underneath the tread protector or whatever you want to call it that goes on the edge. It's this bit here. So you have to take that out. So that goes there like that, and that has to come out to get the carpet in. Alright, so that's what I've done to there so far. So now I'll put the carpet in, then this has to go on top of that, and then you can put the rear seat back in, because you can't get this in with the rear seat in, or it's very difficult. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Anyway, the rear seat being out gives you a lot more room to play around in the front here and play around with other bits and pieces. Alright, so we'll leave that there for now, and then I will update you when I have put the carpet back in here, and then we'll see where we go with this. So here we are, still focused on carpets and trying to put them in. So I've got, while I'm waiting for the glue to dry on this one, so this is the section that goes over the wheel arch over there. So this looks to be good, so that line there is where this is, so I can spray the glue there and then contact adhesive. There is this carpet here, and when I put this edge into this groove here, there is a gap left between, it's like there and there. So I'm not sure whether I have been supplied the carpet for a 2-door. I shouldn't have been, because I gave them the VIN number and everything else. So I've put the holes in for the seat belts. I've fastened the seat belts in here and on the other side, so they're all sorted. So the holes for the seat belts there, there's one there and then one on the other side. And then there's another hole that I put in the middle here. I don't know what that's for, but it's got to go. Then I start on my other little nightmare, which is going to be the carpet at the front that goes around the gear stick. Bear with me while we traverse around the other side of the vehicle to have a look at this. So, underneath here, the light's not the best, sorry about that. I have a handbrake here. I have a high and low knob here, and I have a diff lock here. So the diff lock should be straightforward, because I just make a hole and it'll drop down. This gear stick has a boot on the bottom of it down here somewhere, and that needs to go so that the boot can slide backwards and forwards. And then the handbrake, that needs a big slit in here somewhere. So I thought I'd show you the carpet before I cut it, so you can see what it looked like when it was in a good condition. So the biggest regret that I have got fitting the carpets is that I got rid of the old ones. I shouldn't have got rid of the old carpet. That was a terrible mistake, because I could have then just laid one on top of the other and cut it out and made it to suit. Now I'm fiddling around in the dark, and yeah, I'll have to see how it all goes. I've got all the sound deadening on now, done all the sound deadening, so that's all been done underneath the floor there, or on the top of the floor there underneath the carpet. So I've spent the morning doing that. Didn't take that long, but that's done. Alright, so we'll call it quits now, and then I'll involve you more when I try and figure out that carpet at the front. God, I wish I hadn't thrown the old one away. But anyway, I did, so I am where I am. We'll have to make it work somehow. Alright, I'll speak to you soon. Hello again. So, when you think things are going so well, and then suddenly they're not going so well. So when I decided to take the aluminium strip out from here, I'll put the light on to shed some light on it. I'll give you a bit of a hint what we're up for here. So there's an aluminium strip that goes here that holds the carpet and the door seal in place. So along this strip are these, and these hold the aluminium strip to the floor. So this one here, about where that hole is, was damaged. So I decided to fit a new piece. So I made up and put a nut on the back of a piece of metal, and I put it in a hole like that, and I was just going to weld that in there, and that would have done the job. However, this wouldn't weld. I put a magnet on it, magnetic, so I thought, what's wrong? So I checked all the earth and everything else, and then I realized it must be aluminium, and I was picking up the metal on the other side of the aluminium, which is this. So I decided to peel this away, which was sort of in there, and this is what I found. So here we go, break out the welding machine again, another patch coming up. So I'll have to cut this out, but this is above the chassis rail here, so I might just patch over the top of this and then cut this out and weld in there, because that's the floor and you can see that underneath. So I'll have a bit of a think about that and see what I'm going to do. You can see I tried to weld this to this. it'd weld to the floor but wouldn't take to the edge on this here. And then when you get it off and you weigh it, you know it's aluminium, so that's why it wouldn't weld. Alright, the trials and tribulations of restoring cars, especially things that are this age. And yeah, rust is going to be, I thought, well, this car is pretty good and rust free. However, I've found some pretty bad rust in some very unusual places. So I will continue on. I will update further. More likely this will be the end of this video, because if I'm going to do the welding, and I've got some carpet work going on, I've got my mate Jono, he's making a strip up for there, so that's underneath the back seat, so you can't actually see that, but he's got a carpet that's a very similar grade and colour to this, so that can go underneath there. Nearly finished this bit, which is the bit that goes over here or out along there. So I've got to just stick all that together and cut that so that all works. Yeah, so we'll call it quits at that, I think, and I'll release this video in whenever time it comes out. And yes, I'll say, if you got any, so something called a super hype or a hype or super thanks or whatever, if anybody can press that for me, I don't know what it does, but I'll be interesting to know in the comments if anybody knows what it does. I'm sure there's somebody out there who does. Just let me know, because I've been reading up on it on YouTube and just can't really make any sense out of it. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for everything that you do and the comments that you make. They're all really great, and if I can reply to them, I will. And I'll say bye for now.